Yo, before we jump into the video, I want to thank our sponsor for today, Ewin Gaming Racing. I have their Flash XL Series chair, and it is honestly amazing. I've had gaming chairs in the past. I have one in the other room. This one is the best I've ever had. It's got comfiest material, holds up great. It is completely adjustable. You can recline, you can lean the armrest inward, outward, up, down, everything, however you want to sit, however you want to do it is perfect. Now, the best part for me is they have all kinds of chairs. Really, any kind of color, anything you could think of. But for me, I'm a bigger guy, so I have the XL Series chair, and it seriously does hold plenty of weight. So I can have a fun time, clown around on stream with my weight, get my attack stacks in, you know, my attack weight stacks, and yeah, just have a good time. If you want to support the channel, check out the link in the description. Support Ewin Gaming Racing. Pick yourself up a chair if you're looking for something on the market. And yeah, enjoy the video.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Krashy, and today we're going to be diving into a VOD review from a recent tournament last night called the Arkway Gaming Blitz number 3. Now, this tournament was comprised of a bunch of competitive players, but mostly the grand finals here were just kind of like a couple of like hodgepodge teams of competitive players that are coming together. And yes, as you can tell, the kind of takeaway from this for me is the MAGE attacker Slowbro. It is so strong. I wasn't sure. I haven't really been paying attention because post competitive with regionals, there hasn't been a lot to look at, but teams are still playing, they are still practicing, and these players are out there practicing and playing on all these different teams. And this little mini tournament happened, and I want to take a look at it. So let's look at the actual team comps, because of course Absol incredibly strong, but let's look at it. So on the left hand side, we have Derpier on the Blissey, so Blissey tank. We have double glasses with wise glasses, Muck with focus band, or like the Mage Slowbro with a potion great. Standard build for Hoopa, a pretty standard like double crit item, attack weight eject button build for the Absol, playing, you know, kind of normal Absol build. Triple damage, I know I have it paused, but you can't see. Triple damage item build on Bulby for Lucario. We have an attack weight, like heavy damage build for Greninja with an X attack, so very damage focused, needs to get those stacks in. Triple damage Overlord on the Serena. Pretty standard build, just a little bit different in terms of the defensive item for Hoopa. Double glasses with stacking glasses on Toon Slim, playing the kind of mage attacker Slowbro, and then a standard build for Slashcan. So this is actually the grand finals match, the finals match. I don't have a lot of context because I didn't watch the whole tournament. I really just wanted to tune in and kind of see what these competitive players have been playing, and I'm gonna go ahead and take a VOD review of this and just give our thoughts, because I'm expecting both of these Slowbros to be SCALD, obviously, and I'm expecting it to be an interesting tri-lane. So again, if you've been watching competitive, if you know the scene, you probably know most of these names. Yeah, so they're playing their thing. Greninja, Big Uzi on Greninja, not super unsurprising to see. So that's probably why they have a Greninja and maybe not like an Absol. But Yeefan playing the Absol, pretty cool. I definitely don't hate to see that, because Absol's incredibly strong, but doesn't even have to cheese the like fluffy tail one shot, right? Like Absol itself is just an incredibly strong speedster. So that's what we're gonna watch. I think the quality may not be the highest, so let me double check. All right, it's good. And yeah, let's take a look at it. So yeah, you can see the team names are We Lost and Yeet Fans. They both have an L, so I'm assuming it's a bracket reset potential. So that's pretty interesting. They went the distance, and then this is the final games. They've been tied 1-1. I don't have a lot of context on the previous you know, sections of the series. And but yeah, so here's the tri-lane. I actually love that the observing of this shows us the tri-lane as opposed to regionals. You can see both teams are fighting for the farm. Looks like Yeet Fans might have got it. Slashcan playing that forward position, and purple side started to step up a little bit. So we have a little bit of that scuffle, that bottom lane scuffle. And dude, the crazy thing is about playing Slowbro in this kind of like damage position is that like the water gun's actually pretty good secure, but it's kind of hard because it doesn't have the longest range in the world. But they can kind of cheese the potion mechanic, and Slashcan running all crazy, gets out of there, you know, stalls a little bit of time. Oh, look at that, actually gets stolen by Derpier. Derpier. I don't know how to say his name. I'm sorry if I butcher your name, bro. I'm sorry if I butcher your name. Yeefan chilling in the top lane. Big Uzi's up there, and we'll see what this 850Bs looks like, because 850Bs, you know, with Night Slash, pretty crazy stuff. You see him just instantly focusing, but look at that Jungle Book coming up top, and it forces Yeefan to use his eject button, and he may not get out of that. He just gets out of that really big Hoopa plays, right? Like, this is like the new thing. I mean, it's been happening a while if you haven't seen this, where Hoopa players just port like so many people. It's all just to try to taper off that experience of you know, that top like 2v2 that happens in competitive, where they just send everybody and they leave the tanks bottom to fight. So it's really funny. The tanks actually get kind of like the Blissies, they get kind of fed because they're fighting over experience. You can actually see one Blissey kind of walks away with more than the other. But yeah, so this is where the macro decision making of competitive 5 stacks just gets so interesting, because they can do whatever they want with the Hoopa now. They could go 2-on-2 at this point. A lot of that early game experience has been kind of capitalized. They can send the Serena down because Serena's doing well. They invade with Hoopa. You saw that just happen, and it's still happening. And you know, he goes back, and it's just, you know, stalling time, buying time. And now Yeet Fan's going his way back into the jungle. But I really just am, if I gotta be honest, I really am just like looking forward to paying attention to these late game team fights, because I want to see how that plays out. But look at this, JL barely leaving now, right? Like, he's just been in the enemy jungle this whole time. Probably was able to steal a little bit of farm, maybe not even steal a bunch of farm, but was at least able to buy a bunch of time. And this is where Yeet Fan's showing up. Slashcan gonna get, oh wow, he actually gets ported out. Slashcan, okay, he still takes him down. I was gonna say, he gets ported out, a little bit of like interesting timing there, but Yeet Fan's able to come back out and take down Slashcan. So Slashcan not going to be able to stay alive there. Look at that, Yeet Fan's just on a clinic, right? Big Uzi locked at level 7. Okay, or getting to level 7, was locked at level 6. You see that Yeet Fan goes down, but he's not going to be able to hit that level 9, so we'll see how they decide to play this Rotom. Whether or not they come top lane, maybe. I don't know. Is there any kind of a trade here? We'll see. Nope, they're gonna pour bottom, so they're down here. The Hoopa comes down here. Big Uzi trying to get the cap on the backside, but Absol is there. And again, you're actually watching him play with that attack weight. So the Rip is coming out. They do have the Lucario there, but it looks like the pup is being held. And look at that, Yeet Fans actually steals it. So the right-hand side team steals it. Overlord is starting to pop off now. He gets the Ignite move, pops it onto the Slowbro, and is just going to start, you know, taking this game over. So honestly, the purple hand side we lost was looking really, really solid this whole game, but not securing that is going to definitely be a bit of a punishing situation for them. I don't think that Big Uzi has used his ult. There it goes. There's the Unite move that comes down. And now look at this. Again, they have to intentionally play for some of those stacks. So Big Uzi hasn't been able to get that attack weight stack in, or at least I haven't seen him get one in. So it's definitely a risky thing to do, especially in 5 stacks, not to run something a little bit more consistent. But they're going to step in. Yeet Fan's not able to do anything here. He is going to get a small dunk in, so that's good. He's probably dead unless he has an eject button. Oh my gosh, he still takes out Big Uzi, just right in their face, dunks on him. Derp is trying to help out, still supporting. Look at this, Yeet Fan is popping off on the Absol. This is crazy, man. This is literally just Absol, unfiltered raw Absol in his habitat, right, in his environment. So they get some experience there. That's good. This game is actually really, really close. And look at this, dude. These Scald bros, man, they put so much damage down, and they're tanky. And this is like, I mean, this literally just speaks to like the current state of like mage attackers. Mage attackers need a lot of work. I think that a lot of their job is just getting done by everybody else better, because the game is super, super bursty. And you know, the irony is I think that mages actually need to be burst. Like Pikachu like needs to be like half healthing or more, and like Ninetales needs to be able to get some big burst, and they need to be played for like their CC and their burst potential. This is turning into a discussion video. What am I talking about? Yeah, they need to be getting played for their like CC and burst potential. And yeah, instead that role has been getting filled by all-rounders. It's been getting filled by vendors now with damage items. Really, really interesting stuff. Maybe they can just give some higher scaling or lower the damage scaling for at least defenders, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. Slowbro is literally a better mage than a lot of mages competitively right now. But look at this. The rips are coming out. One team has the Hoopa Unbound. I don't think we lost to use theirs, or if they did, I didn't see much value come out of it. Yeet Fan's on his way down here now. It looks like Yeet Fans, the team themselves, are still kind of in control of this game. They've been able to get a couple of dreads, so they're kind of controlling the overall picture. Even though this game is really, really close, they might look to push here, but with Bulby here, I don't think they're going to be able to make a fruitful push. So they're probably just going to back up and just hold on their tower, or back up and not die here. But look at that. Serena goes down, Overlord goes down, Slashcan steps out with the Hyperspace Hole. Toon Slim's going to stop the back and just be annoying. Look at that damage. Oh, he has to use a Unite move, so he might as well take Bulby out with him. That's crazy, dude. I'm actually surprised to see him use the Telekinesis, because honestly, I mean, I guess maybe not, because I've been playing Scald Bro with a Muscle Band and like choice specs, and the damage feels pretty good. But if you're going to do that, you wouldn't want to use telekinesis because you're not auto attacking. So if he's got the double glasses on, and both of them do, and he's able to like telekinesis, like basically stall for cooldown, have his teammates doing some damage, and kind of be like a CC. It's like a CC move, you know what I mean? It is what it is. So really, really interesting. Again, you see Datboy Muck throwing out the, or that's actually Big Uzi, my bad. Big Uzi throwing out the Greninja Unite move because they just kind of have to. They're at that like 3 to 4 minute range where, you know, it's just in your best interest to use the Unite move and get no value out of it. Huge dunks from We Lost. So this is a really close game. We're 11 12s to 13s and 11s to 12s on the right hand side, and it's within a 4-point game. So it's actually really, really crazy. You see a little bit of OD pushing here. Overlord is stepping on the point, but honestly, with Derp showing up, there's just no way they're really going to score anything substantial. Overlord had a little bit of points, so sure, he puts those points in. It gives them a point lead, but it doesn't really change much of anything. So again, same thing, turning it right back. A 4-point game turned into a 3-point game now. So We Lost is just barely behind. They're holding on to this Rotom. They're going to use that for late game pressure. You can see Yeet Fan playing for vision, and this is something that, you know, you really don't see a lot in solo queue, where people actually use their body and get some kind of value out of it playing for vision. So Datboy Muck, he's going to secure that. They're going to let it go in, right? Like, they're not going to risk losing the zap. So we'll see what they're doing. Maybe a little bit of ult farming really quickly, but Slashcan, Jungle Book looking to get themselves in toward the pit. So this is actually kind of fun because this is not a rip comp, and with Mage, like, this is the beauty of it. With Mage Slowbro coming in, maybe the viability of rip comp is not super high, but look at that. The Greninja goes in really, really aggressively, insanely strong. This is kind of the strength of like a really strong team fights, being very proactive and not reactive. I've talked about that in the past in some of my VOD reviews, where they just go in and instantly, like, I mean, this is like team fighting, right, in Pokemon Unite. Let's look at that again really quickly, because it happens so incredibly fast. We really don't even get to see the action. Rip comp is all about just sitting on top of the Zapdos and ripping really fast, but with this Slowbro, it's not going to work so easily, and now he can actually output damage, so you're not really missing anything. Look at this. The Serena goes in, the Greninja go in, we can see 2 of those stims, we have the Hoopa, the Rings Unbound from both teams, and that's, you know, 3-4 ults, if not a 5th one that we didn't see, maybe from Toon. I think Toon might have ulted somebody as well. Slashcan might be the only person that has his Unite move from this side of Yeet Fans, so really, really big stuff there. He used it now, and that's the game. I mean, really big, fast, bursty team fight comp. And again, I think that a comp like this is, interestingly enough, maybe because of the meta shift, good enough to stop a rip comp, just because they're playing Slowbro, but they're not lacking damage to play Slowbro, and they're not sacrificing the Blissey to play the Slowbro either. So Overlord buying a little bit of time, trying to find a pick, but they might actually have a repush potential because they actually have some time, 30 seconds with no Serena. So 202 to 685. We got to see if We Lost can make a comeback. So no Unite move. Slashcan used his Unite move just to secure, just in case. So they do not have a Unite move here. They got to play off the back of the pad. They put the teleport out. The Hoopa goes down. We Lost is getting some dunks in. They're going to go ahead and sack that. Look at the discipline from Slashcan. He knows that they can afford to give that up. No need to die on that hill, right? And now they have the home goal. And look at that. The big Unite move coming out. Yeet Fan is not able to stay alive, and it's all over for them, as they're not going to be able to do it. Datboy Muck, unfortunately, probably the last one that's going to fall. No, actually, maybe the Lucario. Nope, Datboy Muck is the last one that's going to fall. So he tries to stay alive a little bit on the Slowbro, but there's really nothing they can do. So really, this defense is a big testament to Slashcan's discipline to just run off the point and, again, not die on that hill, literally. Big Uzi was able to get the Unite move back. They're able to get those Unite move backs. They used them so early that they end up getting them back for the repush. So blowing ults at the very height, the peak of that 2 minutes, you know, maybe even a little bit earlier, 2:15, something, like really going in and finding that fight to try to wipe them out, get the Zapdos, get the scores, go back, and then defend with Unite moves, farm it up a little bit, and get those Unite moves really, really strong. So, hey, friends, drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel for future Pokemon Unite content. Leave me a comment right now. What do you think about Mage Slowbro? Because it's actually being played competitively by, and these are actual competitive players in North America can say this. These aren't teams, right? But these are some pretty reputable players. In fact, some that even qualified for Worlds. So friends, thank you so much for watching. Definitely do appreciate it. Be sure to be kind of one another. Tell someone you love them. See you next video.